my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Yeah. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. Ay. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stretch. You don't make no clap back when you backpack my bad, but I'm past that with an ass back. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts, cause the money low, I'ma grab round man. When it come back, I'ma get back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit, I'm glad. When the check missed the direct hit, I'm sad like ooh.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river, and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the New York Jets. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Come on, set, 30 base.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
5.
Clock now on 1st down. He's got his man here as Gary Jennings Jr. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet 1st down.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here, too.
And he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56.
On 2nd and a yard. Block. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Darius Slayton with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Vick will look to throw on first down. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Here we go. Mike 56, Mike 56.
After the turnover, here's Locke. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Hey, Haywood!
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Pass incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
56, Mike 56, right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
But that's just simply not right. To make that kind of a catch, that spectacular, and not get a first down out of it.
I guess he could put it on his personal highlight reel, however.
Yeah, he'll get the catch, he'll get the yardage, but he doesn't get what he really wants.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Now here's Vick. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
56, the Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. T.J. Watt in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again.
3rd down. Let's go now. 10-2 stop. Recon, 132 fighter.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Score.
Come on, let's go.
Mike 56. Mike 56. Woo! 56. Go. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, defense.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Blocked. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yo, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Ready, break.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
64, wait. Check. Fair. Joker. Hey, switch gears. Check three.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. Give him 30 yards there.
50, plant.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. On 1st down, Locke. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's good for a Jet 1st down, a gain of 13. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Locke now on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Cameron Hayward, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, Echo.
Mike 55. Hey, eat.
You get blocked.
Here's Locke. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. Locke now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Gary Jennings, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into 1st downs and hopefully points.
On 2nd and very short, Vick eluding the pressure right. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football. And the Jets have recovered.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns. It's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. And they give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Clock now to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
This one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
At the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Vick. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Flush to his right. That one is caught by Hunt. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. And the Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on 3rd. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And this will be down just on the other side of midfield. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and put the down marker back to 1.
He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
The question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He may try and run for this. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Give him 5 on the QB run, but it's going to bring up a fourth down. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? He put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
X3, 218, chop down.
Throwing on first down. Block. Caught here by Griffin. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
A quick throw out wide, caught by Crowder. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
70, Indy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Eat.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
To try again after the sack. Locke. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, exit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
First down, they'll run with Hunt. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run again with Hunt. And an alley to run. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll run on first down. It's Hunt looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 31-yard line.
You better bring.
They'll try to throw it here. Vick. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
It's our time. It's our time. Kill.
On 3rd down, Vick gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Alert 3. Alert 3. Check 52.
On 4th down, Vick. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Vick to the air again. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull. Now Vick stripped. He lost the football, and it's scooped up by the Jets. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 40. The 30, 10, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. That's what they've done all game long.
And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches. They got his man complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first.
Caught by number 11. A gain of 12. And the Steelers first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Back and go full strength. Mike 22, he's coming. Mike. Here we go. Showing it. Kill.
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. From the red zone now, Vick.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watch the run, watch the run. Run.
Looking to throw again on second down. Vick, and he's got it. That leads us to a first and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Vick. And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get to... They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run with Hunt on second down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Vick to throw it, escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Brian Poole. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Hayward in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Another try after the first down sack. Locke under pressure again, and down he goes again. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
Protein spell, 30 base.
Come on, QB, come on.
Hey, orbit.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Blocked. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to make it 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And Sanders now to return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
First down.
They'll look to throw on 1st down with Josh Rosen. And he'll find Hall. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. Forced out to his left. And he completes it to Hunt. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
57.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rosen. And he will find his man on the outside. Now the Steelers are going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Again, it's Rosen. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. They will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Some product, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When you throw it, blind in my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my hell. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.